You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot. Going to do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Bardman, thank you for your donation. YouTube user, thank you for yours. Michelle, welcome back. Andrew, we got Be Random with me. Napoli, we got Sky, Lover, and Marie. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for hanging out with me on this fine Tuesday night. It is all about the Tuesday night. So we survived Monday. We're here for Tuesday. We're ready to go, ready to make it happen. Batsheva, we owe you a reading from yesterday. You know, it was one of those where we had to go take a shower and eat a banana. Not in that order and not at the same time. Mizrak, welcome back. Evo, welcome as well. All right, let's use the Dream Tarot. Batsheva is widowed. Will they find some love again? I have confidence. I have enough confidence that I am going to use the love balloons. See, haven't even pulled any cards yet, and the love balloons are going to come out. I think that's going to be it, right? Roller coaster of a week. It is. All of my stocks. So I'm mainly in oil because I really think oil is going to go big. Entertainment purposes only. You know, this is not advice, but I'm just saying I'm mainly in oil and gold at this point. And it is like during the day, everything crashes. And then overnight, everything goes back to where it was before it crashed. So it's like, man, I don't know what to think. I do not know what to think sometimes. But anyway, we're going to go right to Batsheva. We're widowed. We find love again. The Chariot says there is a lot of motion that's needed to find love again. You will be able to do that. I think that's pretty clear. You do have sort of this wandering out, making it happen, beautiful kind of journey, and then sort of going forward with things. But it seems like you just got to keep moving forward in order to find the love, right? I think that is the big opportunity. So Batsheva, we're doing your reading right now. But the Chariot does indicate movement. It indicates we have to do something. We have to go out there, have to get on the sites. We have to sort of make an effort and at least let the world know that, yes, I'm prepared. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to get the opportunity, and I'm ready to be open to love. I think that is the big connection indeed. Reiki, welcome. Good to see you. But you know, the Chariot, we have to get going. We have to get moving. We have to sort of look for it and get out there and make it happen. The Ten of Swords, too. I think there's a tendency to just sort of write off any opportunity or say, this opportunity is not good enough. This is not cool. This is not good. And sort of come up with excuses about why we can't go forth and make things happen with all of that. But yeah, that Ten of Swords kind of says, yes, this is something that we can't ignore. In other words, we have to be open to it. We have to not reject a lot of things. We have to not be closed in and closed-minded to getting some of this moving. Erica, thank you for your donation. But yeah, the Ten of Swords, right? Don't just ignore everybody. In other words, you go out on a date and, you know, their shoes are brown instead of black. And you don't like with the brown shoes, you want them to wear the black shoes. And, you know, you just got to write this person off. You know, just sort of don't do that. I think that's going to be the big thing. But yeah, the Ten of Swords. Don't write people off. You definitely need to give people an open chance. Temperance says, too, you have gotten in the habit of living the widowed life, living this kind of the singled life in there. Maria, thank you for your donation. But Temperance says we have to balance things out. We have to make some time for dating. We have to make some time for love. We have to make a little bit of a sacrifice from what we normally do on a day-to-day basis. If we don't, then yeah, we're always going to have an excuse. I mean, you know, because I come home and I watch some TV and then I take care of this and then I do this. You have to open up some time in that to make that happen. All right. Ultimately is that it's an emotional thing for you. You have to be ready emotionally to do this. If you're not ready emotionally, then what are we going to do? We're going to Ten of Swords anybody that has an opening here. We're not going to make the time available. We're not going to get the movement. So you have to ask yourself, are you ready emotionally to do this? If you're not, you're going to have to wait. And I think the big thing here is to be patient with yourself, you know? Don't be forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do, or a level of discomfort you don't want to go through. You do have to, and the thing is too, start small. Right? You don't have to go out and make marriage plans next week. Start small, a little coffee date, right? You know you're going to disappoint this person because you just want to get out there and all of that. So you got to do that, right? You have to do that. A little coffee date, and you know you just want to practice. You know what I mean? It's kind of like dating is a lot of practice, right? So the first thing you do is you go on a light little coffee date, and you know going in that you're not going to go out with this person again, but you just want to get the feeling and get the experience of doing the coffee date, right? And so now you have the experience, and then that's, okay, cool, this is kind of fun. And you know that date's not going anywhere, no expectations, relax. And so you're really relaxed about it. And then you just do that. And now you do the next stage and the next stage. Maybe now it's a dinner date. Maybe now it's a second date. You know what I'm saying? VOY, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. On PayPal, we'll get your donation after Evo. No, after YouTube user, actually, is the first one up. Question below, a YouTube user wants to know, I've been having lots of tech issues. Prove I'm innocent. What the hell? Have been lots of tech issues to prove my innocence. I gave proof and sent it to work from home coordinator. I'll be proven innocent. What the heck is going on over there? Prove innocent for what? What happened over there? Jeez. I mean, this is something wild going. We got a little wild reading over here. YouTube user, what the hell's been happening over there? The other day, you're in this 3-month program. You're meeting all these senior managers. And now you have to prove your innocence. Like, what happened? Like, how did we go from I'm meeting all these new managers, and I'm taking over for managers that are on vacation, to now I'm proving my innocence? Like, what the world happened? Anyway, you got to fill us in. YouTube user, we went from one extreme to the next. The last time I knew you, you were just great over there. Okay, you've been having a lot of text issues to prove my innocence. I gave proof and sent it to work from home. Will I be proven innocent? Okay. I don't know. There's a drastic switch It's like, it's like one day, it's like 107 degrees outside in Texas. And then the next day, it's 0 degrees and snowing. It's like, wait a minute, how did we go from one to the other? Anyway, all right, I'm just paranoid. I'll make sure no one points fingers at me. Like, what happened? What happened? Anyway, all right. Are you going to be proven innocent? I think that's sort of that. That's the gist of this. A 10 of Swords. Oh, my. 7 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. I think ultimately there is a level of proof of your innocence, of whatever the world just happened. But yeah, I think there's a level of proof of your innocence. Obviously, you have evidence. You sent in the evidence, and whatever happened. And the 10 of Swords says some people are like, I'm good, right? Thumbs up. I got evidence. I got some logistical things here. It looks like YouTube user is innocent. Not a problem at all. But there's some people that don't believe you're innocent, and they are sticking with it. It's like they are just a little bit on the side of, YouTube user did it. YouTube user was if it wasn't for those meddling kids, we would have gotten away with it. If anybody gets that reference, by the way, you get a free gift. Renee, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. PieWar, welcome. I appreciate you hanging out. If you're late or not, PieWar, it's always good to have a fellow Texan up here. Our work system sucks. They didn't do anything, constantly lag. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, the 7 of Wands says some people don't like the evidence, and they're still going to think that you're not innocent at all. They're still going to think you're guilty. You're guilty. But yeah, the 9 of Cups is ultimately you're innocent. I think the big people, the major players, sort of know that you're innocent, and not a big deal. Not that big of a deal. So Fruit on the Boobies wins a free gift for knowing the reference. I mean, if you're younger, I don't think you really knew the reference. Yvette, welcome. Good to see you. All right, let's go for, we're going to PayPal right now. PayPal has got some good stuff. V wants to know. V's like, look, I'm on PayPal and I want to know some good stuff. Can I go back to Vietnam in the next? All right, go back to V in next 4 to 5 days. All right. Can we go to Vietnam in the next 4 to 5 days? Oh, man. Let's get kind of a logistical deck over here. I think that's going to be the big thing tonight. That's my word of the night is logistical. That's what I'm talking about. Renee, good evening to you. Good to see you. There you go. Reiki comes in the second place. The second place. Fruit on the Boobies. Pick any digital item you don't have off my site, and I will send it to you. Napoli, thank you for hanging out with us and your generous donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let's go. Can we go back to Vietnam? The Devil. Ooh, 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. I do think it is entirely possible. Yes. So it is entirely possible. There are some things that are getting in our way. What is the Devil? There's something you're not telling us. There's something going on. Mana's talk session. You finally made it. Yay. It's good to see you. But yes, absolutely. The Devil says there's a couple of things in the way. Here. What is going on with that? Why can't we just get there easily? Knight of Cups, any night, any movement is big. We're glad to be there. We have the big opportunity to make it there. Ultimately, the 3 of Cups, there's a celebration. I'm also going to lean on the 3 of Cups as being something that you don't know. As being somebody is either going with you or something else, and that sort of screws up the plans a little bit. It's like, maybe they're not ready, or maybe they don't have the money, or maybe it feels like somebody either wants to go or some other person is involved in this decision. Could that be the Devil is sort of holding you back a little bit? Maybe. But I do think that there are some things that you need to do in order to make this happen and to make this successful. But if you do those, I'm going to go with a thumbs up. And I like it. I think that's going to be logistically relevant after all. See, logistical is the word of the day, by the way. Bartman knows what that means. Bartman's like, look, what's going to happen when the basketball tarot deck is created? There will be great celebration. There will be fantastic celebration if we get a basketball. Better yet, if anybody's old enough to remember basketball, I think that we could get that deck out too. I mean, come on. Bartman, are you old enough to remember basketball from the guys from South Park? We could get that deck as well. So that is going to be nice. PieWar, fellow Texan, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Batsheva, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. We are busy tonight, as always. If you do have a question in the queue, it may be a little bit of time because as always, we're going to have 40 to 65 donations. So that's the nature of the stream, and that's why it's hopping. Anime tarot deck, in case you wonder what it is out on the table. Bartman wants the good anime tarot deck. Bartman, I guarantee you that you will never in your lifetime see the crappy anime tarot deck on this table because I returned it to Amazon. It is gone. It is evacuated. That thing is gone forever back to the world of the Amazonians. Sarah, thank you for your donate, or thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Sarah, I'm so used to you donating. I'm like immediately. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Sarah, it's good to have you here. Beautiful Tuesday night's what I'm talking about. We got me, we got Teddy, we got Salem. Everybody's here. Christina was just here too. Vea, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right, man, let's see what's going to happen if the basketball tarot deck was created. 9 of Swords. Ooh, I think there's a lot of potential lawsuits in here. You got to be careful. All these major players, major people getting a lot of money for playing basketball, and they are going to sue if their likeness is used improperly. So you have to get some of the people. You're going to have to get some permissions over there. You have to make it very generic pictures, with people, because the basketball players have lots and lots and lots and lots of money, and we don't have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money. By the way, I did win $13 from my tarot lottery. So I played the tarot lottery. I won $13. I know it's not a lot, but hey, at least it paid for the couple of tickets. Anyway. But yeah, the 9 of Swords, you need to be concerned about getting sued. You need to look at the references and make sure you get everything approved and whatnot, especially if it's any official NBA kind of gear. 10 of Discs will be really popular. You got a lot of people that love sports. I mean, tons and tons of people that love sports. I think that's going to be valuable indeed. Now, 8 of Swords says you can't get everything. I don't think you're going to get approval for every likeness of every person. I don't think you're going to get approved for any of the official NBA stuff. I think they're going to charge you a mountain of money, but the 8 of Discs is definitely working on it. Could be good. We have to figure out a couple of things. Number one, how do you do basketball without encroaching upon the intellectual property of the NBA or Shaquille O'Neal or, you know what I'm saying? So you got to figure that out. That's going to be the big thing. How do you make a Michael Jordan without making it look like Michael Jordan? So that's the problem. If you make a Michael Jordan and it looks like Michael Jordan could sue. If you make a Michael Jordan but it looks nothing like Michael Jordan, everybody's going to be like, who the hell is that? IL, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, 8 of Discs is working on it. It would be fantastic. The 8 of Swords means we're kind of restricted where we can go because, I mean, you know, when you do something like an IP, you want to just dive straight into it because you're all excited, like Disney, right? Want to make a Disney tarot and all of these exciting things, and then the lawsuits come and the cease and desist comes. But you know, that's it. Reiki, hasta la vista, anime. You know, the anime tarot had to go. That was absolutely terrible. I mean, that was absolutely terrible. But let's see what's going on with next. Evo is next. Evo's like, give me some highlights for the rest of the year. What's happening? Where are we going to go? I can tell you where I want to go. I can tell you right now, I can tell you that we need to go over here and get my deck. I think that's the one that you need. Waterfall Tarot. If you don't have this, what are you doing? It's $19. It's cheaper than all of the decks on the news. All of the decks on the news, it's cheaper than all of those. It's only $19. I mean, it's just on sale. It's $19. And that's the price it's going to be. I don't care if inflation is 9%, 10%, 600%. You're still going to get it for $19 because I don't know what inflation is, and I don't care what inflation is. I want you to have my deck. If I have to keep it at $19 for the next 20 years, we're going to keep it at $19 for the next 20 years. Anyway, some highlights for the rest of the Hanged Man. This is time to get out of your comfort zone, to expand a little bit, to see what's going on, to see what's happening. I think you're going to be excited about that opportunity. Hanged Man says, yes, get out of our comfort zone, look at places we haven't looked, expand your sort of range, your sort of tonal things that we're doing with that. Knight of Cups, this is a romantic end of the year. It feels like a lot of good stuff with that. The reason Knight of Cups is not always Mr. Romance. Let me clear that up now. Let me put that on the table, literally, and clear that up. Knight of Cups is sometimes just a romantic feel of a lot of cool things happening, a lot of excitement, a lot of kind of adventure. It feels like something new, fresh is out there, and it's very going well. Knight of Cups is that way. And the reason I'm going to say it's romantic is because of the moon. The connection that we have through the moon, all of this other stuff. And the Five of Wands, too. This is somebody, I mean, it feels like as far as love is concerned, if you're looking at somebody new, you have sort of this pullback of this feeling of this thing ain't working for us, or this thing ain't going the way that it needs to go. So you do have a little bit of a pullback here. But I think overall it looks just good because of the moon. It feels like we're emotionally sort of resonant. We can get things done and all of that other stuff. Now, as far as money goes, watch your money at the end of November, especially as you get into December 1st. It feels like immediately, it feels like money's a little too tight. Money's on your mind. Money is just not working the way that you need it to work. And I think that you need to be prepared for that as well. So, I mean, you know, just be prepared. I think that's it. Is the ex-wife sneaking and calling my fiance's phone? Oh, Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for cheating.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't mine.
Oh, man, nobody has time for a dirty cheater these days. I mean, does anybody have time to cheat? Like I can barely keep one relationship going. I'm barely swimming with one relationship. Who the hell has time for two relationships? Does anybody have time for cheating anymore? Like, serious question. Like I can barely keep a relationship afloat. I can't imagine two of them. I think I'd stroke out. I would literally stroke out on the floor trying to keep track of two relationships. Jeez, I mean, I can barely survive one. Man, anyway, I don't know. I mean, there's probably better men out there than me. In fact, 90% of the men out there are probably better than me. But I mean, I got better things to do in life. All right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, chasing some nice booty was great when I was like 20, 25 maybe. But then as like you get 30, it's like, okay, I got to work. I got a lot of stuff to do. I want to play some video games. I want to do some painting. I want to do some tarot. I ain't got time to go out with 10 people. Man, that's insane. Like, what are you going to get out of that? All right, rant off. Anyway, is the ex sneaking some calls into the fiance's phone? Oh, the Three of Pentacles. I do think they're trying. I do. Okay, a little bit. Entertainment purposes only. Never seen somebody cheating based on a fat man reading cards on the internet. But I'm going to think. I think they're calling and giving it a shot. You know, I think that's it. That Spirit of Swords, I think they're blowing up the phone. I think they're getting in. They're trying. They're not getting anywhere though. The Movement of Cups, right? You're just like, I don't got time for this. This is not something I want to deal with. This is not something I really want to do. A Three of Pentacles says they're going to keep it clean. So they're trying, but they're not making any progress. They're just not making any progress. My brother-in-law has been cheating on his wife. Oh Jesus, that's a wow. I'm too busy. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just my perception, but I ain't got time to cheat. I mean, it's hard to keep one woman happy. No, I mean, you know, I love all women, but I'm just saying, it's hard to keep one woman happy. I can't trying to keep two women happy. That's beyond my capability. I'm sure there's a good man that can keep 5 women happy somewhere, but that ain't me. Anyway, would you like a general reading this month ahead? Here we go. We're going to get Maria. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. Going to get a little month ahead reading. And this is August, man. We're getting into that mode where the heat is sort of building up, but it's going to subside next month. You can see the end, right? This drought just killing me over here in Texas. But yeah, wait, I can see the end of at the end of the tunnel. There's a light, and it's not a train. Boo Boo, welcome. Hope you're feeling good, Boo Boo. How's everything? I did say you were going to be feeling good in a few weeks. Boo Boo, hopefully that's taken effect at least a little bit. Boo Boo also won a few dollars in the lottery. Now, by the way, if you haven't watched How to Play the Lottery with Tarot Cards, all right? Number one, I won $13. I know it's not much, but somebody wrote me and they said that they won $200 in the lottery using my system. So I'm just saying, if you're going to play the lottery, you need to watch the video and play numbers based upon your tarot decks. And you could have a better chance of winning. Nobody's got time for a quick pick, right? That computer's going to spit out numbers that suck. You want your own numbers, is what I'm saying. This is the 78 Animal Tarot. Meow. It is quite nice indeed. I am going to back the 78 Magic Tarot. Don't worry. Don't be concerned. 78 Magic Tarot is going to be backed by me. I already put in my money. Anyway, like a general reading for the month ahead. Oh, man. That's interesting. 6 of Cups. Whew. It really feels like this is a time to catch up with friends and family. This is really a time to catch up with friends and family. Maybe we haven't been as sort of active as we need to. Maybe there's not as much excitement, as enthusiasm. We sort of need to be done with that. But it is time to catch up with the family, friends, and stuff like that. And a lot of times we kind of neglect because we are busy. Everybody's so busy. We are busy. We're trying to make it. We're trying to do this, trying to do that. But you want to make sure and keep the connections open, keep that lifeline up in there. Because the 4 of Swords says, I think that somebody's leaving your life. I think somebody is exiting either in August or September. We kind of have a little bit of exit or a little bit of leaving of something. The 4 of Swords is the restrictions, but the restrictions next to the Fool means somebody is leaving, somebody is exiting. So I do think somebody is leaving, somebody is getting out, because that kind of has like an 8 of Cups feel to it, doesn't it? Really cute though. But yeah, you sort of have that issue, right? Keep up with everybody. Somebody may be leaving, maybe moving, maybe sort of separating or doing something different in their life. And maybe they just don't have a lot of time anymore. Now, I think a general reading for the month ahead also kind of calls for... Oh, man, I think you have a little bit of a life change coming as first week of September-ish. So not a big life change, but a little bit of things happening in the first week of September. So just kind of keep a watch on that. Make sure you got everything settled. Make sure you got everything sort of where you need it to be. You don't want a sort of a death card change kind of thing in the first week of September while you're doing other changes where you have other things going on. So definitely be kind of aware of that and sort of be cognizant of what's going on there. Anyway, we got YouTube user. Can I trust a Pisces? I don't know, man. Those Pisces, they swim here and there and everywhere. You never know. You never know. And can you trust a D? Everybody likes D. I don't even understand, like, where is that going to come from?
Everybody loves the D.
Everybody likes D. So you can trust D just as long as you can control D, because you got to get a handle on D. A lot of times D is just out there. It's here and there. It's making a lot of motion. It's, you know, it's difficult sometimes to get it to move the way you want it to move. But I mean, yeah, the Pisces, let's see what's going on with that. I feel like she lies to me. She does lie to you. 5 of Swords. I think you're getting some BS. I think you're getting some bullshit from this particular Pisces. I think they're swimming around. They're not really being completely legit with you and stuff like that. The Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. Come swim over here. Swim over here. Swim over here, little one. Yes, the Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. It feels like you are being defeated by this particular individual. Eight of Cups feels like you're leaving, being upset. You know something's going on. Something's fishy going on with that. Ain't nothing good. Six of Swords are taking you somewhere. They're taking you on a journey that doesn't exist. They're taking you on a journey with false pretenses. So are they lying to you? I think yes. I think yes, indeed, that you are being BS'd too. And ain't nobody got time for all of that. I'm having an emotional day. What is going on with Reene? Oh, let's see what kind of emotions we have brewing up. What kind of emotions we have sort of sneaking in here, because you never know. Never know what kind of emotions we're going to get on this channel. All right, we're having a little bit of emotion. Going to have to get get your head around that. You have to get control over that, because you definitely don't want it. You definitely don't want it to get you razzled. Is that a word? Get you I don't know. We're going to stick with razzled anyway. Anywhere you are in the queue, you are two away. We can show the queue. The queue's nice tonight. We got a little it's easy for me to say. We have a nice little night over here. Now, we are at YouTube. We are Reene. We got Napoli. And then we got Batsheva. So you can see yourself in the queue right there. Looking pretty good. You're having an emotional day. Two of Pentacles, man, I really think that you have an issue that's sitting out there that you haven't yet done something about. It's hovering over you. It's waiting in the sidelines. It's like a cloud moving around. And I think that you're sort of emotional about that. You're emotional about, I need to do some things I haven't done. There's some things I haven't addressed, maybe some drama I haven't looked at, maybe some things that need to get done that haven't been done. Two of Pentacles says you need to make some hard decisions, maybe some decisions that you haven't really looked at anymore. Either that or some decisions are coming up and you need to sort of get into that and sort of prepare. Page of Pentacles says doing things right now is difficult. You have some things that are difficult. You haven't really sort of embraced it, sort of accepted that this is what I need to do. Reiki, I thank you for your donation. But yeah, the Page of Pentacles, you haven't done the actions that you need to do. And I think that's causing you to be a little bit emotional indeed. Five of Pentacles says you have a little bit of a rough time coming, right? A little bit of a rough time in the future. And I think you're sort of just reacting to this, sort of intuitively know what's happening, where we're going, what we're doing. But yeah, there's something going on, a little bit of a challenge in the future, decisions that need to be made, and definitely some action that needs to be taken, because it looks like that sometimes we don't take all the actions that we need to, but we actually need to do that. And until we do, it could be difficult indeed. Leviosa, welcome. Good to see you. Who else joined? I think that's it. We got a nice, slow night. It's a relaxing night. We're just checking it out. Is she still interested in getting to know the real me or just playing games? She didn't like my last message the wrong way. Oh, Jesus. Napoli's having issues, having some drama things happen over here. Ain't nobody got time for that. That is not good at all. All right, let's see what's going on with that. See if we can get that cleaned up. Are they being legit? If we need legitimate reactions, legitimate emotions, we're going to have to do it with teddy bears with hearts on here. All right. And this is my IKEA teddy bear, and this is the teddy bear tarot. So you can see the teddy bears on the tarot. Now, no, these teddy bears don't look like my teddy bear, but you know, I had to go to IKEA. And while I was there, I was like, you know, screw the furniture, where are the teddy bears, right? Because ain't nobody like IKEA furniture. We like the teddies. All right. Let's see what's happening with this. Is she getting to know me? Is she playing games? She's taking stuff the wrong way. She doesn't seem to be. Oh, Page of Cups. She's not really that interested in moving away, moving on. I don't think they're feeling you. I just don't think they're feeling you anymore. It's almost like they're fed up. They're fed up with some stuff. Whispers. Welcome. Good to see you. Oh, they're fed up with some stuff. Page of Cups. My level of interest, my level of passion, my level of connection is not where it needs to be. I have pulled back a little bit. I'm not as excited, not as focused, not as sort of in there with that. Page of Cups says I don't have a lot of commitment happening with that. So that is interesting. And sort of the 8, it's almost like they're ready to move on, or they have moved on, right? So they have very little patience. They're not really serious. They're not really legitimate with you anymore. They really don't want to get to know the real you. It feels like they've already moved, right? I've sort of gotten the teddy, put it on the end of the wands, and I've thrown you aside. See, the teddy bear is like on the end of the wand and just got thrown aside with that action. Hanged Man said they don't see everything the same way you do. So that is important because there are some disagreements, there are some disconnects here, and you got to kind of realize that that's there. It's not going to go away. It's not something we can convince them to fix or anything like that. So I think that's going to be it. Overall, that 4, right? They just don't have the sort of the guts to tell you that, they're just playing games. They're not that serious. They're not sort of that intense or what have you. Anyway, Maruta, welcome to the stream. Maruta, it's always good to see you. It's always good. Whenever you get here, Maruta. I mean, we make our own schedule. All right, but yeah, the Hanged Man. Yeah, that's just a lot of bad news. But it's not that bad news. The better thing is here, if somebody is jerking your chain, just move on, right? Just move on. You don't want to wait because you only have a limited time on this earth, and you don't want to waste it with people that are wasting your freaking time. They're not serious about you and stuff like that. Because there's like 8 billion people now in this world. You got 8 billion people to go. So choose somebody. Choose somebody else. There's no shortage of people. I mean, I go outside and there's people everywhere. You go to New York, there's people everywhere. There's people everywhere. All right, is Sean M still checking me out? And why is he so quiet? And thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see who is checking you out. We're going over here to the Tarot Tower, making it happen over here. This is a good deck. Why is the Tarot Tower looking like this? Did I bump it? I bumped it. The Tarot Tower cam takes so much abuse. I am startled. I'm startled that this thing is still going. It's still kicking. Rejection is God's protection. That's what I think. I took a dating coach thing a long time ago. Now, this is when I was like 415 pounds. I ended up taking a dating coach seminar. And and basically, they basically said, if you're interested in them, you express interest, right? You express interest in, you don't act like you're their best buddy or something like that. You express interest in dating them, and you let them reject you immediately if that's what they're going to do, because you want that rejection immediately. Otherwise, they're going to jerk you around for months. So yeah, you go, you expressed interest, you do all of that stuff, and otherwise they're going to jerk you around for months. It's better to get rejected up front than to have somebody waste 2 months of your time, which you could have been pursuing somebody else that you like. But yeah, anyway, that's the way it goes. Well-rested buff. I mean, that's it. Yeah, I was 415 pounds. I mean, I was telling somebody today, I was like, it's easy to get to 415 pounds. Anyway, you just eat a little too much. I don't really want to work out. Don't really want to do this. Don't really want to do that. And then it just grows and grows. So yeah, I think the moment I knew that I needed to lose some weight was when I couldn't get my socks on. I couldn't get my socks on. So I was like, okay, I need to lose some weight. Dr. Mystical, what's going on? Good to see you. How you doing? All right. But yeah, the tarot, the land Lantern Path is this. Everybody loves this deck. It is nice. It got a couple of hate comments in the comment section, but I like it, you know, kind of like it. Anyway, Dr. Mystical, thank you again for your donation. What is going on tonight? All right. It's on him. So, why is he so quiet? Is he still checking me out? Seven of Swords, Hierophant, High Priestess, and the Nine of Swords. It's almost like an embarrassment or an anxiety or something that just isn't. In other words, they don't want to approach. They don't want to approach. Are a little bit hesitant, maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe you're so cute that they're like, oh my, I'm all nervous up in here. High Priestess says they want to keep it on the down low. They want to keep it on the down low, but are they still interested? The Seven of Swords. They're sneaking a look. They're sneaking here. They're sneaking there. They are pretty excited about you. I'm just going to say that. We got the love balloons on that. And yeah, Seven of Swords. They're looking. They're still checking you out. That Hierophant says they really like it. They have this sort of an interest. They have kind of a thing, but they just don't want to be up front. They don't want to be up front about it because they're afraid of what will happen. I mean, just the way it is, right? Nine of Swords. I'm concerned and I'm worried. If I get Batsheva and I'm just straight up front, I don't know what Bathsheva's going to do. Maybe they reject me or something like that. Maybe if you can give them a hint and go, Sean, you know, I think you're checking me out. That Tarot Oracle show said you're checking me out. You know what I'm saying? You want to go out to dinner? Oh, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, you know, my best advice for anybody who's interested in dating is basically, here's the pickup line that is the best. All you do is when you see somebody that's cute, you look at them in the eye and you smile. If they smile back, you go up and you say hello and you introduce yourself, right? That's the easiest way to meet people. It's like a dating extravaganza if you get good at that. You know what I mean? Because you just got that confidence, you know, you just smile, they smile back and you say, hey, you know, my name's Tarot Oracle. And it's a Tarot Oracle show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
And they're like, aren't you that fat man on YouTube? I'm like, that fat man is me. Anyway, will my new business be successful or should I wait to start? Up in here in the Texas realm. Starting a new business, making it happen, getting yourself out there. If I'm going to start a new business, I am going to use the, I don't know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this deck right here to start a new business. I think that is going to be good. That is going to be good indeed. I think that's very valuable. Fries before guys. Oh, geez. Fruit on a boobies got the good sayings tonight. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Anyway, the new business be successful. Is that going to be all right? Even a salad before a guy. I mean, you know, I don't know. You know, salads are pretty good. That's what I'm kind of doing now. Got to lose a couple of pounds. I mean, it's like, ouch. Got to lose a couple of pounds. All right. Let's see what's going on with that. Will my new business be successful? Should I wait to start? Nine of Wands, Hierophant, Four of Swords, and the Lovers. Now, that is interesting. You ask the direct question, should I wait? Should I wait? And I think, yes, I think you should wait. A little bit of the thumbs up on waiting, a little bit of the delay up in there. I think that's valid indeed. Reason I say that is because of this card, the Four of Swords. It is about delay. It is about pushing things out a little bit. It is about planning, right? Planning. So sleep on it, get your plan in action and make it happen. I think that's going to be very good indeed for you. So should you wait? Yeah, because the plan may need some tweaks. It may need some things to be happening to make that happen. Overall, will you be successful? The Lover says you have a good draw of people, right? You have a good draw. People are sort of interested in what you have. They're sort of going in there. They're sort of pulling it back a little bit, and they kind of like what they see, and they're sort of moving in. The Lover says, I have what you need. And I think that's the big component. Starting a new business. If you have what people need, people are excited about seeing what's going on, they are going to spend money and they're going to come back. Hierophant says you have a good business model. You're going to be able to make some fat cash indeed. 9 of Wands, though, it starts out rough. It starts out rough. It's like when you invest in a stock and you wake up the next day and it's down like a gazillion points. You're like, Jesus. And you're like, please go back to where you were. But yeah, that 9 of Wands, a little bit of a slow start, a little bit of a back trend in that. So just be aware of that. And don't let that get you down, because the rest of the reading is beautiful. But there's that component of starting a small business where we need to delay, we need to wait a little bit in order to make it happen. And I think the planning that you do during the delay, during the gap, is going to be good for you overall, right? Because you're able to tweak your process. You're able to tweak the business model and make things happen like that. V, how does it, oh, wait, we got a package. Hang on. I got to answer the door. Hang on. We got two packages today. I got a new board game and I got some clothing. We got a board game and we have some clothing. Can we get the Tarot Tower? Can we get the Tarot Tower on? Yeah, we can. There we go. We got a board game and we have some clothing now. So there you go. We have today is the double package day. I'm excited about I'm not excited about the clothing, but somebody else is. But yeah, there we go. Very cool indeed. All right, what was I even doing? How does N remember and feel about me as a person? Ooh, that's sort of an interesting question. How do they remember? How do they feel about me? What's their overall view about what's going on? Yeah, I got two packages. One for me, one for somebody else. So there you go. But no, it was not pizza. I'm on a strict diet, so I cannot have pizza. But you know, which game? I got Oath Sworn. So Oath Sworn is a board game that weighs about 38 pounds. It's a board game. It weighs about 38 pounds. It is heavy. Anyway, it is very, very large and heavy. Anyway, but it's like a monster battle game on a board game, and it comes with an application, an app that you load up on your iPad or your phone, and it will control the enemy, and then you fight it and all this other stuff. So you have like different levels of combat. You have different strategies, so you can get loot off one monster that go to the next monster. You can get like things that enhance your abilities and whatnot. Anyway, it has this big long story, and supposedly it's a 100-hour board game, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so yeah, how does N remember me and feel about me as a person? The Star, the Chariot, and the Hermit. Okay, first off, all majors is good. This is somebody you definitely made an impact on. Neve, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Tio eats salads and bananas. That is correct. Are those the Shine? Yeah, this is the Shine, actually. They shipped it from China, and it's got some bugs on it. It's got some bugs crawling on it. They look like little ants. Okay, anyway, maybe there's ants on my porch. I don't know. Anyway, how does remember? I think they remember you and they feel good about you. The Star and the Chariot, very good cards, right? The Star, we're interconnected. We have a lot of good things in common. We have a lot of nice connections. Very cool indeed. So that's going to be cool. Then we have the Chariot, the nice movement, the excitement, sort of the anticipation in here. I think that's going to be exciting indeed as well. Hermit says that, are y'all separated? Are y'all have a distance away from each other or something like that? I mean, like what's going on with that? The Hermit, it says we're not able maybe to be together. We we should be together, but we're not able to be together. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but there seems to be separation, maybe some distance, what have you, from this individual. But yeah, all majors, you made a big impact. They definitely remember you, and they like to be with you indeed. So yeah, a lot of good impact, big impact. Like, what are the bugs? What are the bugs on there? They're like ants. All right, I killed him. All right. The bugs are dead. There's 2 bugs on there. They look like little ants. Anyway, they are dead. So, yeah. You donated, Shre. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I do have your donation. Shre, you are after Reiki. So, you're 2 away. Shre, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And Amy, thank you, too, for that. I appreciate you. You hate ants. Whether or not, they look like ants, but like really small. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, IL. We got IL, then we got Reiki, and then we are going to go to Shre. Thank you again. All right, let's look at the queue real quick in case you're in the queue. We got Reiki, we got IL, we got Reiki, and in here, we're going to insert Shre, and then we're going to go and Dr. Mystical and the rest of them. Thank you all for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. All right, what is coming in August? Let's find out what is going on. What kind of things do we have in August? Making it happen. We're going to use a little bit of this deck right here. Super Linares V2. What I'm talking about. Dead ant and more dead ants. I mean, you know, I don't know. There's just something crawling on that. Hopefully they're not crawling on the clothes. I mean, you get some new clothes from another country, you probably want to give them a good wash. Assuming they fit, you probably want to give them a good wash. Anyway, let's see what's going on with that. The 3 of Cups. Ooh, nice. Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups. Definitely a new person that makes an impact in your life in August. Not only do we have an Ace of Cups, we also have a 3 of Cups. A new connection in your life that's making an impact on you, that's making things happen, that's definitely going to make some things different in your life compared to what you had before. Knight of Wands says you receive basically a calling or a pull or something kind of, that is getting your attention in August too as well. So somebody's pulling you in a direction, something's getting your attention, something's sort of pulling you in, sort of making a difference in your direction. So the Knight of Wands, we have to do something. There's an urgent call, an urgent pull towards this. We are meeting somebody new, and I do think they make an impact. Normally the Ace of Cups says that, something new, some new emotion, some new kind of things happening with there. I think that's important. But with the 3, we definitely sort of isolated it down to an individual, to somebody that is some sort of coming in. Now, this brings up the question, is this new person the person that's calling you to action? It may be. I'm not like ruling that out. But I think they're disjointed and a little bit different than what you're expecting, at least in my opinion, on to this. The Queen of Wands being reversed, that's why I say that. Now by the way, link in the description for my complete course on tarot court cards. I know you want to watch that. Tarot court cards. Hit that like and sub button, by the way, if you appreciate. I have hundreds of hours of tutorials on this channel. I've been here 11 and a half years, tons and tons and tons of videos, 2,300 videos that you need to sort through and find all of the good stuff. But the good thing is it's pretty easy. Oh my, we have a massive donation from Entropy. Entropy, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, definitely on there. But I think the call to action is going to be different than this individual. I think the call to action is related to something else that has been brewing, or something else that is sort of sudden as it sort of hits your life in there. So there is what is coming in August. That was pretty specific. That was, that didn't play around. That went right to the details. Right to the details. Reiki. In 4 years, where will I be? Reiki. We were going to be right here on the TarotOracle show. You're going to be running it probably. Am I going to be around in 4 years? I don't know. Let's see. I'll be around. I think I'll still be streaming in 4 years. I think I will. In 4 years, I'll still be here. Like I said, by the way, I'm here every night. I'm here every single night, and except on vacation nights. I mean, Saturday I won't be here, but I'll be here every other night. But yeah, so before I exit this world, I am writing an artificial intelligence that does the readings for you, okay? So I'm writing, and you don't think I can do it, you don't know me, because I've been coding for 30 years. Anyway, Victoria, thank you for your donation. Yeah, I'm going to write an artificial intelligence that will do the tarot readings for me. And you're going to be able to join the stream. You're going to ask the AI. The AI is going to be, you know, pressing buttons and making some fun stuff, you know, like,
I love you.
and the AI is going to take over the readings for me before I leave this world. So, I mean, that's what's going to happen. What's going to happen, it's going to be a beautiful AI too. I know how to code. We're going to make it happen. You know, I'm going to make it happen indeed. Let's see. What is this? Love, care, dedication, friend, child, farm, that whole deer. Robert, you seem to be working a random word generator or something over there. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. Maruta, first on the queue. Maruta, yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with Robert, but Robert seemed to be just putting random words out there. Hey, you know, that's easy. That's easy to do. Anyway, all right, AI easy beat. What are you even talking about? Later. Okay, all right. In 4 years, where will you be? I think you're going to be in Europe. I think you're going to be in Europe. You're going to be making an impact. You're going to be doing some stuff there that you need to be doing, that you've always needed to be doing in Europe. I think you're going to be over there, maybe Paris, maybe Florence. You're going to be there making it happen. You're going to be there making a big impact. You have some things to do. You have some things to do around there that is going to make a huge impact. In 4 years, I think you're going to be there. You're going to be making it happen, right? The Chariot, you're going to be moving there. We definitely need to move someplace else. I think that's going to be the big opportunity here. The Star, you feel compelled to go. You feel like there's something there that you need to do. There's something there that you need to connect to. There are basically some karmic things that need to be caught up on over there. It's like you're destined to sort of go out and make it happen. Wheel of Fortune said you move over there permanently, and you're just sort of having fun. You're sort of making the grade, and you're making some big impact on some people's lives. So I think that is going to be indeed, right? I think that's going to be fun indeed. So I think that's where you're at. You got stuff to do. You do. Entropy, thank you for your PayPal. Appreciate your PayPal. Entropy. We got Shre is up next. I said Shre was after Reiki, and Shre was after Reiki, and then we're going to do Entropy. Thank you so much, Entropy. Very, very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Shre wants to know something. They want to know something, but I don't know what it is. Let's look at Shre. Up in here, Shre, I donated. I do see your donation, but I don't see a question. Shre, let me know what your question is, and you are going to be in the queue next after I get your question. So yeah, let me know what it is. I appreciate you. Entropy, you are next. Ms. Tarot D, thank you very much. I appreciate you too. All right, there we go. Shre wants to know about a boyfriend action. Let's make it happen. Shre, what are my boyfriend S's Libra's feelings? What's going on with the relationship? What is happening with all of that stuff? Let's see what's going on. What are my boyfriend S's Libra's feelings for me, and where's our relationship headed? Hopefully it's headed someplace amazing, beautiful, and all of this other stuff. Let's use the Wonder World Tarot to make this happen. That is going to be the key. That is going to be the amazing thing. Ms. Tarot D, thank you for your question and donation. Appreciate you. All right, what's going on? What's going on with this boyfriend? Are they worthy of you, Shre? Are they worthy of you? Is that what's going on? Where are they feelings? Where's the relationship headed? What kind of things do we have in the future for this particular connection? Two of Coins. Man, High Priestess? All right, I do think that they are pretty interested, but they're not 100% committed. In other words, they're not like 120%. They're in there. They're in it to win it. I think they are a little bit on the non-committal side in this. The Two of Coins. they're kind of trying to figure out where to go. Maybe that's part of the Libra action, right? Well, I mean, we don't have the justice here, but I'm just saying, maybe that's part of the Libra action. We got the little 2 of coins. Decisions need to be made. And I think this is something where it comes to a head and you do need to make some decisions about this connection indeed. I think they do have feelings for you, the 4 of coins, but they're not very good at expressing it. They're not very good at sort of getting that out there and being sort of upfront, honest with you and 100%. I think you feel like they have some secrets. They have some things in the background. The high priestess, right? We're holding back a little bit. Not exactly sure where we're going to go with this, but yeah, they're holding back a little too much. They definitely haven't made a decision. They're not like 140% interested in this, but they're kind of pulling back sometimes, sort of like a push-pull kind of thing at this point. I think that's important. But yeah, they need to be more open. They need to be direct with you. They need to be honest with you. And I don't think that they're doing that. That is what we're kind of there, right? That is what is kind of going on with all of that. Yeah, anyway. All right. Maybe he likes to be safe and keep his rubbers on. What the world? Do you live in the swamp? I don't know. Andrew. So the Texans, we got me, we got Andrew, and we got PieWar. So all 3 of this are in Texas, not in the same neighborhood, but we're all 3 in Texas. So, you know, the way it goes. Anyway, Entropy is next on the great and grand PayPal donation stream. Let's make that happen. Entropy wants to know. Let's see. What did Entropy want to know? Live reading Thoth deck. Okay, we want Thoth. And we want what's ahead. All right, what is ahead indeed? We're going to use the Thoth. I mean, you know, you want the Thoth, you get the Thoth. So be prepared. The Thoth is pretty brutal. You know, TarotOracle, y'all Texans. Yeah, we are in Texas. It's drought time up in here. It is pure drought. My neighborhood said that we can't water our lawns but once a day. Once a week. So the grass is gonna die. It's gonna die. So I have to water my foundation, which is terrible, but you know, so I bought a bunch of soaker hoses and we're gonna water the foundation with a soaker hose. I've never done that before since like 2009 or something, but you know, I guess that's life in the big city. Anyway, Thoth, what's ahead? The Lord of Defeat is sort of a weird card to start it out. It feels like you're not where you need to be right now. You're not where you need to be. It feels like things are not exactly sort of focused on the direction they need to be. It feels like a lot of the goals that you've had, you haven't been able to reach. You haven't been able to achieve. And you're sort of pulled back a little bit because maybe I can't do this. Maybe I can't do that, right? But there are a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of exciting things that I would like to expand into. But maybe those things aren't for me at this moment. So I think you're on a level of defeat to where a lot of the goals, a lot of the aspirations, a lot of the things that we kind of wanted to be on haven't been able to materialize. And I think that's sort of a problem. And that sort of leads us into the rest of the reading, right? You do have the Fool as the next card. The Fool along with the 6 is good because I do think there's help coming, or there's some people that are sort of helping you or assisting you, and they're going to be interested in like, where are you at? What are you doing? We're here to help. It feels like help is on the way with something in a particular thing. I think that's the biggest thing right here. I also think that it is time to leave something. It is time to abandon something. Maybe we're going out on a limb, right? Because Entropy, I don't know yet. We're going out on a limb here because that's what we do. But yeah, I mean, you do have a level of abandonment of something that you're interested in, that you're sort of focused on, where you want to be, how you want to do it. I think that's the big key here. So what is holding you back is the question. Why haven't you been able to get some of the things done, some of the things accomplished that ultimately you would like to do? Why is that? Is it because we haven't taken that journey? Because the journey is up next. The journey is sort of coming, and the journey is something that you need to do. I don't think you're ready for the journey, though. Again, out on the limb, I don't think you're ready for the journey. I think there are things that you're sort of holding back with that, too. I'm not ready to take this trip. I'm not ready to take this journey. This is something that I'm not quite prepared for. And I think there's a lot of excuses of why you can't do it, right? Now, other people, again, you have some people coming in to help with some situation, some people coming in that have at least a vested interest in something that's going on. But yeah, some people are coming in here. Now, again, it's time to get rid of something. What is dragging you down? What is keeping you from being the best that you can be? How can you deal with that? What can you do to make that get fixed? I think that is the big important question right now. And that's definitely a question you have to answer before you sort of move on with that journey as far as that goes. All right. At least that is my opinion with this. And with B, what is the proof of reconciliation? Want to be friends again if all what he do related to my project, critique and disagree with my work. All right. What is the point of reconciliation? Want to be friends again if all he would do is sit there and complain and complain and complain? Maybe some people like complaining. You know, when I'm not on stream, I'm a little bit of a negative Nancy. I'm going to tell you that now. I'm a little bit. Christina will back me up. Christina, if you're listening, Christina, get on the stream. You will back me up. I'm a little bit of a negative Nancy sometimes. But, you know, I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to make it better. But I don't know. It's that 24-hour news cycle. There's always something terrible happening. There's always something challenging around the corner. Okay. So if you don't know the story, by the way, Anne has a reconciliation with B. And basically, they kind of complaining a little bit, want the projects changed, want things changed a little bit, and they're not really getting it, right? So what is the point of the reconciling? What's the point of coming back together if all you're going to do is complain? I think that's the big opportunity here. The moon, all right? I've said it before with another one of your readings. I'm going to say it again. I think that B feels connected to you emotionally. I think they're leaning in that direction. The moon. I just want to reconcile. I mean, if the project needs to go away, if I need to disassociate myself with the project, that's fine. But the moon, I need to be connected. They feel connected to you. We've seen this before with like a Two of Cups lovers or something like that, which is kind of like that, right? Which is kind of pulling you in that direction. So the moon says you are connected emotionally. They know that. You kind of feel that a little bit. I think that's good too. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, though. It's something they're working on. It's something they're willing to work with you, right? So even though they may have this or that, they're definitely willing to work with you. They'll make it work. And I think that's going to be good. Hermit says they're just tired of being alone. They feel like they're alone at this moment. They need somebody around. They need somebody up in there. So yeah, that Hermit card. I really don't like to be alone. Not something I'm pretty happy about, content with that. Seven of Swords says they want to get out. They want to sort of sneak back into this relationship. They're not going to be that negative. They're willing to work with you. That's not going to be a problem, but they did want changes. We've seen that with the Death card a long time ago. We've seen that with the Death card even before that. So just remember that. The moon ultimately says being connected is important. They feel it. Tired of being alone. A lot of different reasons to make this happen. By the way, this is the Adventures Tarot. It was a Kickstarter. If you go to my videos, it is in the video section with a link to the Kickstarter. Dr. Mystical is up in the house. Got a road trip over there. Doing the road trip. Seeing what's happening, seeing what's going on. If I'm going to take a road trip with Dr. Mystical, I need me some need me some dragons. We're going to do the Dragon Tarot for Dr. Mystical. No, actually, we're going to do the Tarot of Dr. Mystical Moments. So, this is not formally called the Tarot of Dr. Mystical Moments, but I named it that. It is the tarot of mystical moments, but you put a doctor in there, it makes it 10 times funnier. It makes it is funnier word. Miss Tarot D loves Dr. Mystical. We all love Dr. Mystical. By the way, Dr. Mystical's come up in 40 minutes. So when the stream ends, you know where to go. You know where to go. All right, let's see what's going on. You know, fruit on the boobies. Yeah, you need to do fruit on the boobies and then go to Dr. Mystical stream. That's really going to make the difference. All right, Tarot, the Dr. Mystical moments. What should be aware of on this road trip? The Lover says this is a good trip, man. It feels like things are just smooth. Things go nice. Things are just sort of up in there the way that you like it. That Lovers, man, that's nice. It feels like everything just goes smoothly. A lot of the plans go the way that you need to. I think that's going to be a big thing there. The Chariot says start a little bit earlier. If I have any advice for you, you got to start a little bit earlier. I think you end up a little bit late. Make sure we're all packed up. Make sure the road trip's ready. Make sure other people are ready to go. And I say other people because that's Seven of Swords. It feels like somebody either making you late, somebody's going on. It feels like somebody's disappointed with a little bit of something in there, even though it went perfectly smooth. You left a little early because you're going to tend to leave a little late on this one. But the Seven of Swords, if somebody's a little bit disappointed with some stuff, you're going to gotta, you just do that. You just do that. So, just like, who cares? At this point, Nine of Pentacles says take a little cash. Something's going on with the cash, right? You got the credit card handy. That's fine. It seems like you got a little bit of a cash happening. It's the way it works. It's the way it works. A little bit of cash goes a long way on these road trips. Miss Tarot D, I think Dr. Mystical has a crush on me. I'm just saying. Dr. Mystical loves Ronald McDonald. I love Ronald McDonald too. I had a crush on Ronald McDonald. You have no idea. I mean, that I don't know. There's something about the Big Mac. Something about the Big Mac that just turns on the hormones like that on me. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's difficult sometimes. Karla, thank you for your donation over at PayPal. I appreciate you. We're going to get Karla, man, huge donations tonight. Thank you so much. Batsheva is next. And we're going to hop over to Karla. And Ronald McDonald. I'm just saying, I would say that the shake machines turn me on too, but they're down half the time. So, the shake machines go down faster than, oh man, I try to keep it G on this show. Sometimes it's difficult. Okay, let's go with this deck right here to make it happen. Modern Love Tarot is making it the grade. The shake machines are always down. They're always down. Every time you want to shake, you just might as well just go somewhere else. Might as well go to Shake Shack or anywhere else. Might as well just get an ice cream shop at that point because McDonald's, Shake Shack ain't working. Man, I don't know. Had this one girl met. Anyway, you don't want to hear all my weird stories about when I was young to work in fast foods. Never mind. I already told you about the triple dates, that I was going on with the KFC, but you don't want to hear any of the more of the other ones because there's some wild ones out there. So let's not go into those. McDonald's only pretends to sell shakes. The shake. I don't know what's going on. They need to fix something. We got Tarot D. Just donate Tarot D. I think so. Tarot D, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Somebody donated, but it ain't popping up. Yeah, it is. Okay, there we go. Miss Tarot D. All right, cool. By the way, we're ending soon. We got to get out of here so everybody can hop on over to Dr. Mystical's stream. But yeah, anyway, the Empress. Why isn't Sean working his handyman business? Three of Pentacles, Death, and the Four of Swords. They're burnt out, man. They're burnt. I think that they got into a situation. They're just burnt out. They're not feeling it. They're not doing it. They're burnt out, right? The Empress. I'm not into it anymore. I feel like relaxing. I don't feel like it's working. I don't feel like that. The other problem that they have is they have a new business idea. Now, let me tell you now, Batsheva, let me skip to the end. Let me skip to the end of the reading. The idea they have for the brand new business is going to crater hard. All right. Let me say it again. They have an idea for a new business. They should avoid that at all costs. That is a big old thumbs down for that. All right, I'm telling you now. Burned out. They have a new idea for a new business opportunity, and that ain't going to work. Death card says they need to get back out and do the handyman stuff. I think that was a good supply of income. I think if they advertise more, it's going to be there because you want to be advertising with handyman business, right? You got the sign on your truck. You got the business cards that you leave at the McDonald's or at the Shake Shack or at the small businesses that are local. You leave it there. You got your Facebook. You advertise on there. They need to be out there and hustling, and they're not doing it. And that's why the business is slow. I'll be honest with you. All right. Now, the Four of Swords, it says, don't take too long of a break or people forget about you. The handyman business, if you handyman business, you got to be remembered. You got to be remembered because there are so many other handymans that will take your place in a minute. If you aren't out there, if you aren't busting the streets and getting your name out there. Amy is next, and then Karla is after that. Amy wants to know something. Amy's like, yo, we broken up and the fam knows. I'm happy being single than miserable. Okay. My EQ. All right. Will I, the Scorpio, reconcile with the credit card, otherwise known as the Gemini? We're going to reconcile. We need a good deck for that. And that is because being a Scorpio is one of those. Being a Scorpio, you never know. You just never know if it's going to be able to reconcile. You don't know. I mean, if you got that tail out and you stung them with it, ooh, man, they're going to be a little bit hesitant to come on back. They're going to be like, oh man, I got stung with that damn tail. And that hurt. It hurt. But yeah, you saw the collab between Dr. Mystical and T.O. Dr. Mystical, we need another collab. We need a collab. We're going to do that. Dr. Mystical. Dr. Mystical's on the road trip. But when Dr. Mystical gets back, Doctor, we need a collab. We need like the top 10 sexiest decks or the top 10 decks that are coming out that everybody should order. We need something fun and cool. Do some magic tricks. Get something other than the money trick up in here. Make it happen. Yeah, we need to collab it up. Anyway, we need to see about this. Will the Scorpio reconcile with this Gemini? I really think the Five of Pentacles says no. The Tower says if we try, we could get a little situation where the stinger comes out once more. And it's like, oh, I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't some great opportunity with this person, but I really think that it just ran its course. You know what I mean? It's like, you're sitting at dinner and you had your appetizer, you had dinner, and now you had dessert, right? It's time to ask for the bill. It's time to get out of the restaurant and ask for the bill. And I think that's where it's come. The Five of Pentacles, it's run its course. I'm sorry. It's run its course. I'm sorry. Queen of Pentacles, it was a good run. It was a good meal. It was a great meal. We had beautiful appetizer. The dessert was amazing. And it's like, it's time to get the check. It's time to get the check. Because the Tower, rebuilding this damn thing is going to be kind of challenging. I'm sorry, Amy. I know you're the nice Scorpio, but I'm sorry. It's time to get the waiter to give you the check. The meal was great. It was beautiful, but it's time to go. I'm sorry. It's, anyway, that's my opinion. Now, Karla donated a mountain of money. Karla, thank you so much for money. Okay, all right, Karla has a long question. Which direction will I go? I think that's the root of the question. All right, let's read the question. Which direction should I go? Okay, I just started a management position. Nice. Hooray! Nice. I like it. I love it. Started a management position, but I'm unsure if I'm supposed to be there. Do I focus on starting my own business or do I go in this management position? Now, you feel like a big shift in your whole life is sort of uprooting things, making it happen. Big decisions need to be made. Let's get a Cheryl Marchetti deck out here. You know you love you some Cheryl Marchetti decks, and we are going to use the one with my name on it. Going to use the one with my name on it. All right, that is an amazing show. What is an amazing show? I have no idea. I missed something. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh man, we're at that precipice of our life to where we need to make some big decisions. Let's get some cards up in here. Man, that page. Oh man, this is the issue. The management position for anybody else would be thrilling, exciting, beautiful, amazing. You ain't feeling it. You ain't feeling it, that page, right? You're not feeling it anymore. That's a problem. Because you're going to go into work. You're not going to want to be there. You're going to feel like things are dragging. You're going to feel like, when is the time to leave? Let me look at my watch again. When is the time to leave? That's a problem. The king says that you do feel like that you are in a precipice of your life to where you need to go to this side of the hill, the mountain. You need to go to that side of the mountain. Something's going on with that. And the Queen of Wands is the CEO. And you understand that you could open your own business. You could. And that is actually something that we could do. But it feels like that is going to be very difficult indeed because there's a run-up speed that's required for that. Now, here's what I think you should do. I think you should start your own business, but dip one foot into it, right? Dip one foot into it. I think that's the big thing here. So don't go full into the business. Don't quit your day job. You need to save up some money for your business. Start it out with your business, okay? Make sure you get the right business, but you need to delay opening your own business full time. You need to go part-time into it. And I think you need to make the big plan. So get your business tax ID, get your plan set up, get a web page set up, get everything kind of prepped and go in slowly because it does take time to sort of feel your business out in that. But yeah, what direction should you do? Work. Get your management position, make the money, make it happen. Work the side business on the side, but definitely get it moving. There's a lot of setup with any small business. A lot of setup. Very good indeed. Knight of Pentacles says, as you grow your business, you will be basically at a point to where you make so much money with your business that you really don't need your day job anymore. That's what I'm going with. That's what I think. So yeah, you do feel the big shift in your life. You should not take the big shift suddenly. We don't have a tower. We don't have a death card. You need to take it easy and take it slow and take it progressively, slow to make it happen. But yeah, progressively move because you are in that shift in your life. But if you just go your own business, you're going to kind of run out of funds and what have you. And I think that's going to be good for anybody indeed. So yeah, Victorialove. I love you, Victoria. Where are you at, girl? That's all I had in my account. Victorialove, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Every dollar counts. Every dollar is another tarot deck, is another move towards more tarot decks. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we got all sorts of good stuff over here. Now, we're finally on Miss Tarot D. Dr. Mystical loves you. I love you. We all love you. Let's admit that now. Come on.
I love you.
Everybody loves the Ronald. That's what I'm saying. What's ahead for the rest of the week? What kind of things have you been getting yourself into, Miss Tarot D? I don't think this week is exciting. I'm going to say now. I don't think this week is that exciting, but October, girl, I'm talking about October is the time. October is your big month. That's when everything is going to start making some shifts. The shifts are pretty good. We're going with intuition now for that. And the 10. All right. I wouldn't commit to anything this week, okay? I'd be very non-committal, you know? They want you to do this, they want you to do that, and I wouldn't really commit to a whole lot, okay? The Ten of Swords, everybody's coming around. They're like, Ms. Tarot D, can you do this? Can you do that? You're like, hell no. I mean, the TO, you know, you blame TO. You say, TO told me not to do anything major this week, not to make any big commitments this week, because I think you're going to get into something you don't really want to be in, you know. The Fool, you need to do something wild and adventurous this week, too. I don't think this is a week to be boring. Your other weeks are kind of boring sometimes, but, you know, you gotta be a little bit adventurous is what I'm talking about, and that's where you need to go with that. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. October is going to be it. October is something where something returns to you. You got to deal with it. You got to make it happen. You got to go with it. It's going to be kind of interesting indeed. I don't think the police may be involved with that, but it's definitely something that needs to be addressed in October. I put the seatbelt on for that October is what I'm talking about, and is the last reading of the night. Can you specify why B feels connected to me? Why does B feel connected to you? Let's get a good deck over here. Get a little bit of a hazy, pixelated tarot up in there, making it happen over there. Last reading of the night. But we will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and I am really excited about Hump Day. I do some humping on Hump Day. Queen of Cups in this. Oh, man. Why they feel connected to me. Karmic. Something's karmic with you and B. That's why it's difficult to get rid of B. That's why it's difficult to take B seriously sometimes. That's why you don't get any good readings from B occasionally, too. The Queen of Cups, there's emotions involved. I think they feel emotions towards you. They're kind of pulling back a little bit if they can, but they just can't do much about it. It is something karmic, like that karmic connection. Something's going on. It feels like I've known you from before. It feels like I have something to fix, something to do, and all that stuff. But yeah, a little karmic reaction there. Ultimately, I think if you and B can get together and you can combine your resources, combine your thoughts, combine your intellect, combine everything, you could make miracles. You could make miracles. It feels like B sort of gets you and completes some of the weaknesses that you have are strengths that they have, and vice versa. You have a nice blend to make that happen. So it's karmic. I think you two go together like two puzzle pieces with that. And there is something emotionally drawing to you indeed with that. So you combine all of that and you have the way that it goes. See you tomorrow for a Wednesday stream. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate some massive donations tonight. I appreciate that. And it is 20 minutes before Dr. Mystical's show. Everybody, let's all head over there and I will see you there. See you on here though tomorrow at 6:15.